welcome to my channel. I'm the Deranged Librarian, and I'm so happy that you're here to watch me play The Sims and do a little speed build of the Rindle Rose location in Willow Creek. My goal here is to take it from a little bit drab and old-fashioned to a little more modern version of what's going on in our worlds. They've updated a lot of the stuff lately, and I just wanted to update this little house in particular because I just love it. And you can see that all the stuff is like old school, and it just needs a little bit of a uplifting facelift, if you will. So what I'm doing, I'm just deleting basically everything in the house. My plan was to keep something from each room, but I decided against that just because I wanted things to be a little bit more modern and cutesy, and it's just like a funny little build, and some of the things I just straight up don't like. Like, I don't like having posts outside. I don't like having porches in general because I think they get in the way of the visual of gameplay. You'll find that some of my builds, they are just good from one angle because I don't actually like to move the camera around too much. Even though right here I am moving the camera around a lot just to get the good look of the outside and what I want to do. So I'm just updating the outside to get a good vibe of what I want here. And oh, I love the stuff from Horse Ranch and Country Living, and I had to fight myself in order to not do just a build that's just country and and like horse girl vibes. I wanted to start updating all the buildings in Willow Creek, and I thought that this was a good start just because it'll be a quick little guy. So I love natural light, so I put fresh new windows in here just to, as you can see, give the outside a facelift. So the first place that I'm going to work on is the kitchen, but you'll see here that I'm putting flooring in first because I know most people start with furniture, which I find kind of wild. I like to put in the flooring and paint each room and then go based off of that. So the first room that I'm going to work on is the kitchen, and you can see that I'm just deciding on which wall to go with. I decided tile in the end, and I wanted everything to be a bit of a bright yellow. So I changed this in a second, but I really, really like the tiling that I have up there on the wall, and I wanted this to give the vibe of like a little yoga type lady who just bought her first house, or she like inherited a house from an old relative or something like that. So here we go. Oh, I also wanted kind of like a cute little, like how you see in like the movies and TV shows where they have those cute like pulley windows in between the kitchen and the living room, because it's like an old school kind of house where I feel like she was just kind of like easy peasy renovating it. So I wanted that to peek into the living room so that she could like chat with people and have like a little cozy living room, but still be able to be social from the kitchen and like maybe pass treats back and forth and snacks with her friends and things like that. I think that'd be just like such a cute thing to do in your home. I really, really love this countertop. This is like the sleek modern look that I'm going for with like kind of the old school vibes, like the fridge and the stove. I wanted to make this as cheap as I possibly could so that a single person could move in there. I think the end result is the house is like $33,000, which is more than the $20,000 we usually get from The Sims. But like, if this is a person who's like lived in an apartment and just bought her first house, this is kind of the best place to do that with, especially if you want to like build a family, move to Willow Creek, start your life there like that. So what you'll see here is me obviously building the kitchen. I just wanted it to be like a bright space where people can socialize if they so feel like, or if they just like to cook and have natural light and just yellow everywhere. Yellow's my favorite color, so I thought I would start with that. Let's see, what else have I got going on? Oh, I figured that there should probably be cabinets. I don't usually put cabinets in my build because I feel like they're just like a waste of money and you never see them because I usually take the walls down to like the half point. But if this was an actual house, people would have cabinets up here. So let's see, what else have I got going on? A couple of like little decorations would probably be perfect. I like having, oh, what are these things even called? The hood range above your stove. It doesn't match the stove, but I thought that that would kind of work with this anyway because I want the house to still be a little bit quirky, have like little old school touches. Like, she wouldn't have been able to afford to change the range hood or have like a super, super fancy stove in this house. So I figured that that was like a good idea, and also having like a little vintage touch of the bread box, and she just brought her own little planters and flowers everywhere, just trying to give everything a little cozy, homey feel in like her new space type deal. I was gonna try to put like shoes and things by the door, but then I was like, you know what, I don't think that I want too much clutter because this person hasn't even moved in yet, so I don't know exactly what kind of shoes they would wear. Maybe they're barefoot all the time, who knows? Maybe I put like a little nature girl in here. So I didn't really want to like put too much personal touches in there of like looking super lived in, but I still wanted to like decorate and add things that like anybody would have in their house kind of thing, so that if you guys wanted to upload it from the gallery, you can, and it'll be just like a little bit of a plain Jane but still cozy. So this window, I never know what to do with these windows because I do this all the time. I don't know that I would really enjoy, if I lived in this house, having like a console table there with stuff on it, but I put it anyways because I was like, this space looks a little bare, and I like the idea of having candles and flowers up on there and curtains, but like, I don't know if I would do this in my own house because I would just bonk into it all the time around a counter, but it just seemed like weird not to put something there, so I just kept adding things, and I think that curtains really add to it. And if this was your house and you had all these giant windows, you would probably want curtains in your kitchen area especially. I didn't put any in the bedroom, which I guess is odd, but whatever. There's things that you can add on yourself later on if you download this from the gallery. So the plan for the bathroom is to keep it pretty simple because single girl. I like to have a bathtub wherever I live because I just love having baths. But if you're moving into this place, you're renovating it yourself, you probably are just starting with a shower and simple things. Like if I was renovating a house, I probably wouldn't even start with the bathroom. I would probably start with a kitchen or a bedroom just to like get things going and started, and then while that's all happening, I still have a bathroom. If you're wondering what that beeping sound was, I just got a text and I'm using my phone as a microphone, so there's that. I'm so sorry. Anywho, here's the cute little bathroom. What am I even doing here? I'm sorry. The texting really just caught me off guard. So, I don't know what's going on with this wall. I tried to put a picture up. Clearly, it says things are in the way, and I'm like, I don't understand why there's nothing there. There's, like, what are you even talking about? There's nothing in the way. So I sort of just gave up on that and moved on to, like, adding mats and things like that. So you can see that there's just, like, mats, little personal touches, because every person needs a toothbrush and, like, a little storage space in their bathroom to have all of their shampoos and things like that. So for the living room, I decided to make it a little bit country just because she is in Willow Creek. She's probably only renovated the kitchen, and the living room probably still has some old wallpaper that maybe she really likes. So that's kind of what happened in my house. I live in an old farmhouse that was probably last renovated in the 1970s, and I have, I think, kind of this wallpaper in our laundry room. So I figured I like to keep the old school wallpaper up. Why wouldn't somebody else? So I just made this a little bit of a country, cozy little living room, including the, oh my gosh, I can't talk. So including the curtains from Country Living. I love these curtains. I don't know why. If they were in my house, I would absolutely hate them because I hate pull down curtains. I like swishy to the side curtains. So I couldn't configure how to put things together in here, to put a TV in here and make that window work and make it all even and cute. So I think I end up moving the television to another wall because it was just driving me crazy that things weren't working out the way that I wanted them to. But that's okay because it still looks really cute by the end, and I really like this new TV that they have where it looks like a painting. I think that's just such a fun thing to do, so then you don't have like a big ugly black spot, black black rectangle in your build, and it just makes it look more homey and peaceful. And that's kind of exactly what's going on. If you just heard a little whine, that was my dog in the corner. She would very much so like my attention and for me to stop talking to myself. But we're going to keep going because we have one bedroom. We have a bedroom left. So again, a little bit country. I feel like she inherited some of her furniture from family, and I tried to keep the wallpaper, again, old school, and like it kind of looks a little grimy, so that maybe like later you can renovate and upgrade and that kind of stuff. And just keeping it as simple as possible while also pretty, because I feel like this person would just like be a very like sage green, pink, yellow, like warm colors, but like still a little pastel-y, because she is just like a modern girl. Like I feel like she'd probably be like, well, in this economy, she's probably 45 buying her first house, but I just picture this person as being like 25 years old, inheriting a house from like a family member, and just trying to figure out her life, doesn't know where to start, but she's got plans. So for the garden and the outside, I figured that if she was inheriting this house from somebody, they've already got an established garden, and she probably wouldn't mess with that too much when she first moves in, just because why would the first thing that you do be destroy a beautiful garden? So I'm not very good at landscaping, so I kept some of the plants that were there before. I also realized that I forgot a garbage can, so I stuffed one into the corner there. But yeah, so this is the build. This is the Rindle Rose Renovation, and you can find it in the gallery under Deranged Alley. That's ALLI. And then you can find me on Instagram under Deranged Sim. I might change some names eventually, but for now that's what they are. And you can find my YouTube channel under Deranged Librarian. And yeah, I hope you upload this sweet little house. I've already uploaded it to the gallery, and I will see you on the flip side in the next one, or whatever. Thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I will show my face very, very soon. Have a lovely day. Take care.